This is a true story. The two victories transformed the mood in Jutland.
At the time, the people hailed Ophelia as the goddess of victory, or Jutland's savior. The morale of the people is important in war, and I hear her presence was a powerful unifying force to that end.
To see the truth behind the war, we must understand what Ophelia felt, how she changed outside her role as princess.
But, Professor, she never wrote a memoir or left records that discussed anything of the sort.
The only one who knew was my great-great-grandmother. Still, Ophelia tried very hard to reciprocate her people's expectations at the start of the war.
My beloved people, from the bottom of my heart, I feel that Jutland is undergoing a momentous awakening even now. As you all know, I stand at the front lines of battle. Many have claimed I ought to put politics before principles. Even my king father wished for me to stay my hand. I, however, cast off such aspersions to swear by the sword. This blade will not be sheathed. My hand shall never stay until I have cut down the source of our kingdom's suffering. The fight has only just begun. Everyone, I ask only that you believe in me as I do you. Let me be the light to shine through our country's night.
Long live Jutland!
Long live the princess!
Long live Ophelia!
Across lands of plenty thrives the freedom of countless lives. Dear shield maiden, spear in hand, please grant us the strength to stand, watching over this fair kingdom. 'Tis our one and only home. Oh heaven, voices raise.
Times like this, you gotta think Fifi's blood really is blue.
The environment does shape who we are.
The royal family certainly has a unique way of seeing and thinking about the world.
But should she stay center stage, it's curtains for our crew.
How do you mean?
If anything were to happen to Princess Ophelia, the entire country, from cowherd to king, would be out for our blood. The anti-Valkyria squad's fate now hinges on Her Highness.
That reminds me, I heard an interesting rumor. Seems people think the princess has a special power. That is the reason we're able to win against Ruse.
I hear they've been calling our unit the Princess Platoon. Were you aware of that, Captain?
Whatever.
Ow!
Don't be saying petty crap like that. I agree.
At first, I could tell she was just speaking from the soul. But by the end, her head truly caught up with her heart.
Yes. Well, the princess is always keen on showing her empathy for the people of Jutland.
Why hold your applause now? 'Tis the war you've waited for.
And why did you applaud? You were against the war, were you not?
That ship is sailed. Now I must with utmost haste rebuild the bridges these battles have burnt. And so I clap for the princess's passion, even as I weep inwardly to see her highness bearing arms.
It seems His Majesty has accepted it.
Royalty does as royalty wills. Far be it from servants such as we to question the wishes of the crown. But mark my words, I shall employ every last ounce of my parliamentary prowess to put an end to this war.
We'll advance our pieces further. As the winter goes on, the Empire will be able to mobilize less and less. Let's proceed heading north at once. Our target is the Imperial colony of Avaloon. We'll destroy the sectors of their Ragnite industry.
Let me get this straight. We cut off their Ragnite supply, then hit their weapon stockpiles.
Correct. Avaloon presently functions as the Empire's armory. The majority of the citizens work in the industrial zone. After the country was made into a colony, Claudius built an infrastructure to give the people work and a place to live.
Giving the Emperor a pretty high approval rating, I hear.
But it's all a lie, isn't it? He completely cuts them off from the outside world and makes it sound like a utopia. There's no personality. Everything's been standardized. They've forgotten how to think for themselves. I've gone there several times for work, and to be blunt, the people all seem dead inside.
That'll change once Jutland wins. We're going to liberate them.
What confidence. Still, that's you to a T.
Has our boy Saul ever been sheepish?
Oh, I remember. At the orphanage? Toward Miss Maria?
That's quite enough.
Oh, someone's embarrassed.
Not at all.
Aren't you being sheepish right now?
Hey, get a room, you two.
Yikes.
Is something on your mind, Amblet? You've been quiet this whole time.
Wondering when the Valkyria will show up.
That is a concern. The Empire hasn't deployed it yet.
Guess Jutland means that little to the Rucks. They think they can beat us without playing the ace up their sleeve.
The Empire must know about the anti-Valkyria squad. Maybe they're just being cautious.
If I were the Emperor, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Once winter comes, their military muscle will be useless. But the snow won't stop the Valkyria.
Amlet, if it appears, will you be able to bring it down this time?
Yes. It's why we created this weapon, created the squad.
Very well. Let's begin then. To prepare for our operation on Avaloon, we must first gather recent intel on the area.
So my turn then.
Yes. Please contact your informant.
Got it. But right now he's commanding the troops at the Tamir Road blockade. As it is, I don't know when he'll return to the Empire.
For an Imperial officer and a married man, that boy toy of yours sure won the mistress lottery. Why not pay him a little visit on the job, Vi? Be all like, "Oh my darling, I couldn't wait to see you," or something.
I am not that kind of woman. That goes for both me and my other persona.
Then we'll have to drive him back.
Let's try it. Tamir Road is one of the main paths that connect the Empire to Ipsiria, but that blockade overextends the battlefront. They should withdraw if we inflict a sufficient amount of damage.
And if they stick around, they'll be surrounded and sieged.
That location has no value that's worth losing your lives over, unless the commander is exceptionally incompetent.
That won't be a problem. He's pretty amazing.
Oh, really? Well, he won't stand a chance against Anne. You got this. Kick his ass as hard as you can without actually killing him.
Got it. We'll go to Tamir Road. I'll tell the others it's a scouting operation.
I'll hide in the Imperial capital and wait for my informant to return.
Be careful, Violet. Now that we're in a state of war, the importance of intel on Imperial territory will increase. By the same token, they'll be on alert, and security will be tighter than before. Plan accordingly beforehand. This is a crucial moment going forward. Our collaboration and exchange of intel must remain a secret more than ever.
Guess I better get to work too.
Another anonymous flyer?
No, a letter this time. To the editor, stating that liberation is coming.
Ophelia met with her former instructor, whom she highly respected, my great-great-grandmother Charlotte Laudrup. There, Charlotte spoke about an incident that had occurred during Amlet's orphanage days.
This is the only lead we found.
Right.
The orphanage that burned to the ground. So that's what happened to the captain before he was adopted. And yet, there's no record of it.
Perhaps there is more to this mystery.
There may be. Let's look into it.
Oh? But I thought there were no records.
None that are public.
The names etched here continue to grow. So His Imperial Majesty plans to carve the name of every soldier who has fallen, including the lower ranks. Mine too will be etched here if I die. I've sworn loyalty to the Emperor, but does my heart lie with Ruse? Or does it lie with Epsiria?
Placing Maxime in the seat of a Grand General. His Majesty is acting unusual.
Nah, this has Claudius written all over it. And at least he's keeping things interesting.
Even if Maxime's useful, he isn't Rusy. Our honor as the Grand Generals will only tarnish with his addition.
Aha, I get it. Feeling a little replaceable, are we, Victor?
Don't be absurd.
Aw, are you worried the Emperor likes Maxime more than you?
Gustav!
Well, all jokes aside, don't worry. His Majesty is only having fun with his new toy. That's just his way. It'll pass.
What's up?
Nice.
What is it?
Is something the matter?
Yeah.
Oh my. It's a little forcible, but this isn't too bad.
What are you doing?
Tailing you? Not for any particular reason, though. I guess you could say it's a work habit. That aside, do you remember our agreement?
No?
You said you'll come drink with me next time.
You were serious?
But of course. And we're going right now.
What?
The woman with the captain is from the intelligence division. Lieutenant Sand, I believe. What do you make of it, First Sergeant?
Well, it can only be one thing. You know what I mean. It's a scandal. We've got a scandal on our hands.
To have the attention of such a beautiful woman. The captain's a lucky man.
Anyway, we're going to follow them. Bloom, summon the rest of the unit.
What? Why?
We share the good and the bad with each other. That's how you strengthen the camaraderie within a unit. Naturally, that goes for the juicy bits, too.
I won't be seeing you for a while. It'll be lonely. What is it? Something bothering you?
The Valkyria. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It's a miracle I'm still alive. I'm fine. Really, I am.
You're the only one who's encountered a Valkyria. The only one who knows how terrible its power is. Intelligence on it is extremely sparse. But the Valkyria is the Empire's most classified secret. The units from other countries that encountered one have mostly been annihilated. And any survivors have gone mad. I'm really glad you came back alive. Looking back now, we were pretty reckless then. Trying to assassinate Claudius, I mean.
I don't think it was a mistake at all. Other than that one time, he never leaves his palace.
True. He's been holed up in the capital ever since. He used to parade about or travel abroad. It's like he's become a different person ever since he acquired the Reaper.
The Valkyria will never get near him. Not while that thing's around. I have to take it out.
Yeah. You'll make it happen, Am. I'm depending on you, Captain. And of course, you guys too.
We've been made.
You were too obvious. I may not look like it, but I am an officer in military intelligence.
I've heard of your exploits, Lieutenant Sand.
A spy! So cool!
Ah, such bewitching beauty. If only a winsome woman like you were my superior. Rather than some rustic male ragamuffin.
Thanks for the compliments.
What are you all doing?
Now, heroes of Jutland. The captain said he'll treat all of you today. Come on now, drink up!
Hooah! Free booze! Don't mind if I do.
If you're offering.
I'll just have one. Bottle, that is. I won't be drinking. Honestly, what do you all think a standby order is?
How about it, Miss Violet? Let's abscond from this plebeian pub for some rest and relaxation at my mansion.
No booze for you, Bloom.
I know.
I told you I'm not going to drink.
Hamlet, I challenge you to a duel.
Isaac, you've had too much to drink. I'm not the captain.
I don't want to whine, but... Oh, wait. Yeah, I do.